Okay, we're live. This is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and I am continuing my sketches for the winners of my through, which I hope it is because I've been having connection issues recently. The next character I'm drawing, Junkyard, is probably the most, or one of the most favorite characters to draw for a lot of artists because she has an awesome superpower. She has basically Supergirl from another universe, and much better dressed, or more appealingly dressed rather. So anyway, I'll start drawing Power Girl, and if you guys want to hang out and watch, you're more than welcome. In fact, I highly recommend that you do. Hey, Mark Trafford, how you doing? Bethany's here. Oh my gosh, how you doing? Glad you guys showed up. Mark Trafford, I finished your drawing, and I will be sending it out probably tomorrow, so you know. I think, hold on. Yeah, I drew Wolverine for you, because that one's going out tomorrow. Eric Hawkins, how you doing? Let me get my glasses. Let's see. Let's watch some Power Girl. Yes, let's watch. Let's see if I mess it up or not. Mark Travis says, cool, I saw the stream you drew it on. That's good. Cool. Yeah. Well, if Junkyard Dunn is watching, hopefully I won't mess up his drawing too badly. Hopefully I do the character justice. I saw Avengers Endgame yesterday. No spoilers, but it was a good movie. I liked it. I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10. I still think the Winter Soldier is the best MCU film. Bethany says she liked it too. That's good. Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be very many people who didn't like it. There are a few things that I wasn't crazy about in the movie, but I mean, it's nothing that would keep me from enjoying the movie overall. I mean, I thought it was pretty well done. Eric Hawkins said it only takes 2 things to do Power Girl justice. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about not doing her justice in that way. So I have to. Hmm. Let's see. Circle template is your friend. Yeah. Now the MCU can make Ms. Marvel and Squirrel Girl movies. Yay! Yeah, this is gonna be my last MCU movie, just based on what Kevin Feige and some of the other people have talked about future movies being. I'm not gonna waste my money on them. I have no interest in seeing movies based on those characters. Even Spider-Man Homecoming and those sequels, I have no interest in it. I saw when I saw Spider-Man Homecoming, surprisingly, Marvel did a poor job of doing Spider-Man. Actually, I think they did probably the worst job out of all the Spider-Man movies because it wasn't Spider-Man. It was Spider sidekick. You know, he wasn't an independent character. He wasn't his own man making his own decisions. He was basically a groupie chasing after Tony Stark the whole time and doing things to please him, not out of a feeling of responsibility or a need to live up to the ideals that his Uncle Ben had taught him. So it kind of um, emasculated the character in a sense, you know. So I was not pleased, and I have no real desire to see any more movies with that character. And in this new movie, they basically replaced Tony Stark with Nick Fury, where he's doing the same thing. He's doing things because Nick Fury tells him to, not because he feels a responsibility or has an internal desire or need to do things. He's doing it to try to please some other hero. And it's like, if you're a sidekick in your own film, I mean, you're not doing a very good job. Oh my gosh, Nasser Rabadi is showing up. Oh no, I gotta shut down the stream. I'm sorry, Nasser showed up, so the stream is officially a failure. Nasser, thank you very much for showing up. I am honored that you would grace my stream with your presence. No, okay. Nasser's already acting up. I had to hide comments that Nasser made. Nasser, you have to behave yourself. Yes, Nasser. And as I mentioned earlier, no spoilers for Avengers Endgame if you've seen it, Nasser. I shouldn't have to tell you, but please don't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, which is probably a lot of people. I'm watching it tonight at 9. Good. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will. I mean, no movie's perfect except for the Winter Soldier, but you know, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. I'll say that. Oh, Noster, just so you know, there are no end credit scenes to the movie, in case you didn't know. So you don't have to stay after. You don't have to wait like 20 minutes for all the key grips to be scrolled through the credit scene. So that'll save you some time. That'll save you at least half an hour. Oh, okay, hold on. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bethany's correct. And that's not even really a spoiler because it's just a sound effect at the end. It doesn't you know. Hey Joshua Hughes, how you doing? Joshua says I think you should put Bethany in a timeout now. I'll let it slide this time. Mark Travers says, I like the Winter Soldier because of all the Marvel movies, it was the closest to being like the comic. That said, the comic is way better. Yeah, I mean, the comic, it's easier to do things in comics and have it be more, be, come across more plausible, more credible, more believable. Um, in movies, it's very hard to do with superhero movies. So, and usually the source material is better than live action um, adaptations anyway. So that's no surprise. What I liked about the Winter Soldier was that it was they played it straight the whole way through. I mean, it was just like a great action movie. Um, and you didn't have to be a superhero fan to enjoy it. It was just a great movie. Period. A movie like Thor Ragnarok, I didn't like. That it was too silly, I don't want to say stupid, but it was, but too goofy, too much too much slapstick humor, too many drunken prat falls. And the whole subject of the movie was like everyone Thor knows and loves dies horribly, but he's goofing around and you know yucking it up with these idiotic rock monsters and you know Meep and Bebop and whoever the other characters were that were played by the director, and it was just to my mind, it was just a dopey movie. So I much prefer movies that take comic book stuff seriously than to play it for silly chuckles. So. Nasser Rabai says Thor 3 was great. Get out of here. See, Nasser, that just shows you have your taste is pretty bad. So you know, I'm not surprised you loved it. See, Bethany has great taste. She says I didn't like Ragnarok as well. Nasser, be more like Bethany. Nasser Vice says, I watched Reanimator today. Oh, the original? Cool. Cool. What's his name's in it, isn't it? Isn't he? He stars in that. Oh, my brain just died. Jeffrey, not Toombs. Jeffrey, I can't remember his last name. He was in Star Trek. In one of the Star Trek series. There's a bunch of different characters. And he played the Question as well. Combs, thank you, Jeffrey Combs. Thank you, Nasser. Yeah, great actor. I've actually never watched the movies, and I think I've just read a little from the original books. So I should probably read the books. I know the movies are very famous. They came out long before Nasser was born, but by the way, I read the synopsis for the book, and the book sounded very interesting. I haven't seen Thor 3, says Mark Trafford, but it sounds like a ripoff of World War Hulk. Yeah, well, it's not a ripoff. It's like an adaptation. It's like they took World War Hulk and threw Thor into it, and they changed a lot of stuff. So the basic premise is World War Hulk, but the details have completely changed. So anything that you liked in World War Hulk, other than Hulk fighting in an arena, is probably not in that movie. So there you are. And it's just a lot of things in that movie they could have done and they didn't, and it was just disappointing. It's like they couldn't think of anything to do with Thor other than to make him a joke, and it's like, well, I can think of some things you can do with Thor that don't involve making him into a buffoon, but I don't know. That's the direction they chose to go into. Uh, um, Eric Hawkins says, any tips for live streaming for us artist types that aren't Mike Miller, John Malin, Elliot, etc.? I have no tips because well, in terms of um, I guess just do what you do best, draw, or whatever it is. I mean, do that. I mean, I draw because I'm not really that entertaining. Otherwise, I'm not. I mean, I guess I'm talking during my streams, but I'm not. Some people have a natural gift for gab. I don't have one, so I don't. I'm not like Ethan Van Sciver. I don't where I can like make up songs and play them during live streams to entertain people. I can just draw. That's basically it. So that's what I tend to focus on, and I would say do what you know, do what you're good at, and you know, be friendly to the people who show up. That's the best way to, you know, that's what people want to see. They want to see you, do something that you like and enjoy. So, Not Nasser's right. Nasser says if people watch me, they'll watch anything. That's true. Nasser has filmed himself eating his lunch, not saying a word, just sitting in his car, munching on his food and staring at the camera for half an hour. Okay, he does what he knows. He does what he knows. That's it. You know. Um, and Nasser is a very good sport. He goes along with all the ribbing and stuff people give him, throughout YouTube and Comicsgate and whatever, and he just goes along with it. He's a good sport. You have to be a good sport. You have to have a good sense of humor, and be somewhat, I guess, self-deprecating. Don't take yourself too seriously, and I think you'll do fine. But Mike Miller and these other guys, they have a big head start on most other people just because they already have a following. People know them from drawing comics for decades, and so they're naturally going to have a bigger following than someone like me, who no one knows from Adam up until now. Or if you're someone like Nasser, and Nasser made a name for himself just from putting out books, and creating stuff. Going on Ethan's streams, going on other people's streams is also another great way to get people to notice you. And if you avail yourself well on those other venues, people will follow you. So just don't be shy, or don't be too shy. Rather, you can't really help being shy. I'm shy, but just do your best. Show up on other people's streams. Make yourself available. If people want to talk to you, say sure. I'll come on. Go on like mass live streams with a group of people. If you feel more comfortable doing that, and just if you want to start off that way, just do that, and work your way up to building up your own stream. So that's the best way. It's just like swimming. Just stick your toe in as much as you feel comfortable. Play around a little in the shallow end, and then as you get more comfortable, go further down into the deep end, and then go from there. Let's see. I am missing a whole bunch of things here. Bum, 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 bum. Scott Schmier says, if you watch me, you may have to listen to me sing. Yeah, some people love that. So, yeah, Bethany's right as well. Visit every live stream and get involved in chat. That way people know who you are. That's also very true. If you don't actually get on a stream, talk a lot in chat and interact with other people in the chat. Scott Schmier says, I promise I won't break into song on Fan Edition. Eagle 43's here. Hey, Eagle 43, how you doing? I think I finished your drawing as well, Eagle. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I sent it to you. I texted it to you. Bethany says, talk to Chester about being on a fan edition of Drawn and Quartered as well. Yes, very important. If you draw, go on the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered and hang out with us and compete. It's Thursday, every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Contact Chester Busby on Twitter, and he will give you directions / instructions on how to set up, get ready, so that you're able to join us on the live stream when we compete on Thursday nights. So contact Chester Busby on Twitter. I don't have his Twitter thing, but just type in Chester Busby, Busby, on Twitter in their search, and then you'll be able to find him. Eric Hawkins says, see, Jiminy, you got plenty of advice. Yeah, it's just, I guess, yeah, I ramble, so. If you got any advice out of that, cool, awesome. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, Eric's been on Drawn Quarter. He's won both the fan and pro editions. Yes. Nasser's leaving. He says, gotta dip out. Peace. Okay, Nasser, it's great seeing you. Hopefully Nasser hit the like button before he left. If anyone else is here, please hit the like button, and just to let me and everyone else know that you like this video. Let YouTube know that you like the video. So, the Burning One says, I got a lot of anatomy practice I need to do. Yeah, so do I. Don't worry about it. I mean, anatomy is something you always have to keep working on and practicing. So, it's never ending. And it's good. It helps you get. It just helps you get better. So it's awesome. My Scott Schmier says my best advice is to just draw every day and watch tutorials, even if you think you're pro. Yeah, you have to. You have to always be learning. You can't stop learning, because as soon as you stop learning, your skill set starts getting hurt. Um, Learning is the only way you can ever improve, and watching live streams, watching tutorials, just watching other artists draw, you can pick things up just from observing other artists drawing. So I highly recommend just doing that. I mean, there are a lot of like manga artists I like, and I enjoy watching them drawing because I'm always fascinated by how certain artists do certain techniques, and I can always guess at it, but if I can find a video of them actually doing it, on screen, it's like I'm watching it. It's like how's he do that? How's he do the hair like that? And then I find a video, it's like, oh man, cool, I want to watch this. Bethany says, Manny from Good Dog Press live streams. He may let you on. Same with Rick from Cross Comics. Yeah, I've been on Manny's live streams before in the past. I just haven't had time or made time to go back on. He sends me notices every time they live stream. So yeah, I need to go back on and yeah, just say hi. I mean, Manny's a big reason why I've gotten 200 and some odd subscribers, because when I first went on, I think I had maybe like 70, and then that night, his followers, his subscribers, got me up to 100. So yeah, going on Manny's and other people's channels is a big help, and they're very gracious in having new YouTubers on their channels. So. Oh, thank you, Eagle43. Eagle43 put Chester's Twitter um, handle in the chat. It's Hyperion Z1 at Hyperion Z1. So just contact Chester on Twitter if you want to join the fan edition on Join and Quartered. Eric Hawkins says, Jiminy, you got the assets right, and the rest is looking good too. Okay, cool. Thanks. I was hoping I'm. Bethany says, drawing eyes are killing me right now. Even watching tutorials, they still look awful. Yeah, I had trouble with eyes for a long time, and then I decided to. What really helped me was, okay, two things. One, I initially learned how to draw eyes just from, reading comic books. And that was fine, but I realized that after a while that drawing comic book eyes, well, I mean, I'm drawing comic book eyes right now, well, eventually, but copying just from comic books, your drawing gets stilted, and what you need to do is learn how to draw eyes from life. So I started copying eyes from magazines and doing them over and over again to learn how to draw eyes realistically. Once you can draw them realistically, then you can sort of caricature them into looking like comic book eyes. I found that was the best way for me anyway, because if I when I just drew when I just learned from copying from comic books, my drawings ended up being like a copy of a copy. It was never as good as the original that I was copying from. You know, um, the only way it started to get as good as comic book I was copying from was by copying from life, and then I could reduce it down to the essentials that give sort of comic book eyes their appeal, I guess you can say. Uh, Eric Hawkins says, Beth, eyes can be difficult. I am sketching eyes out all day long at work on scratch paper. Yeah, I mean, that's what you just have to do. You just have to just draw them a lot. I enjoy drawing eyes now. I think they're fun. But when I first started, it just took time. Because again, I was just so used to copying them from comic books that I was hurting myself. I mean, it helped to a certain point, but then after a certain point, it was hurting me because I was missing the parts that you know made them appealing, I guess. um, Eric says, Bethany says, great idea, thanks. Eric says, Jimmy, your eyes have a lot of life in them. I like them a lot. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I gotta just keep practicing, trying to get better. So never stop learning. Scott Schmier says, yeah, steal the style of your heroes. Yeah, I mean, do that, but again, it's like after at a certain point, you have to sort of make make it your own in a sense. Scott Schmier says, like I was stealing Jiminy's feet style last night. Yeah. Again, I mean, I learned how to draw feet from going to life drawing class for years, for well over a decade. I mean, drawing from life is the best way to learn, um, because you'll see things in photographs or in when you're drawing a model in a round that you'll never see in comic books. You'll see angles and whatever, and all those you try to incorporate into your artwork. So Hmm. Sorry, it's just me thinking. This is. Oh boy. This is not quite how I want her face to look. Her face is looking a little too masculine. I don't know. Something about it. Something about it. Something about it. I think. I think her head's too small. Her head's too small. Now I gotta erase it. I gotta erase her head. Not fair. Fun of drawing. You get into it, and then you realize, like, I gotta start over. Yeah, I know. The jaw by the ear is too sharp. It's because it's too. If I was doing that on a computer, I could just like move the head over and then blow it up a little, and it'd be fine. But I'm drawing it by hand. I can't. I have to erase it. And I have to start over. So it's like, yeah, dagnabbit, dead, burn it, Fuddruckers. Okay, let's try again. But the good thing is I get to draw her face twice. Yay! I like drawing faces, so it's okay. What I have to do is I have to draw it in lightly so that if I do mess up, it's not going to be as much of a headache getting rid of it again. Slim down that boy jaw. She has to be dainty. And she's not exactly dainty, but yeah, she was looking too masculine. It was like, and this here, that's just a guideline. Her jaw's not going to be like that. I just need something to place her face. So she isn't Harry Potter. Hey, look, you're a wizard, Power Girl. Okay, let's see. Hey, Rocky, how you doing? Rocky Kendrick. That is what I love about working digital, but I also like to do traditional too. Yeah, Eric, I much prefer working traditionally, at least in terms of penciling and inking. It forces me to be more careful, and because if I do mess up, it's more work fixing it. So, and it also helps me hone my hand-eye coordination in a sense that, in terms of working traditionally. it's for me. It requires more skill for me to draw traditionally than it does to draw digitally, because digital is so easy to fix. It's you don't have to be careful really. Well, you do to a certain extent, but you have to be far more careful when you draw traditionally. Yeah, Scott, don't worry about it. It's fine. I know you're kidding. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now, all right. Let me see here. Okay. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Bethany says, "Be right back. Gotta get dinner in the oven." Okay, Bethany. Thank you for stopping by. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to hurry up as well because my wife will be coming home soon, and all right, let's try again. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is better. This is getting better. Probably shouldn't say that. Jinx myself. Scott Schmier said that's a nice jaw there now. Yeah, it's better. Oh, that wasn't good. That was not good. That was not good. Alright, that's better. Scott Schmier says, "Here's my bane." Yeah, it tends to be mine sometimes too. It's just hard. I mean, I found that doing hair in sections, breaking it down into blocks instead of just like individual strands is was easiest for me. Like, it's just, this is one section, this is another section, this is another section. I find that breaking it down that way makes it easier to manage. Just think of it as geometric shapes rather than you know a massive hair. Someone told me, I mean, you have problems drawing lips that I still use to help me draw women, eyes, lips. Um, it's just you just have to keep keep on practicing. uh, hardest thing for me has been just women in general because I'm so used to drawing men. When I draw women, they tend to look like men with it's not as bad because she's Virgo's. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at it from another perspective. Because she, I gotta stand up. And I gotta erase a lot of these lines because they're making her look almost hulkish. But I need to. Come on. Bethany says men are easier to draw. I don't know if they're easier to draw, but it's just because, because I grew up on comic books. I mean, they're much more common for me to draw. So I drew them a lot more than I drew women. I mean, I almost never drew women when I was growing up. Even Wonder Woman or anything. I just drew Superman and Batman and Spider-Man. So now I gotta be extra careful when it comes to drawing women. Make sure I'm, not just drawing men in drag. Let's see. Bethany says, Scott says less is more when drawing females. Yeah. You need to draw women with fewer lines and smaller or smoother lines. Not so But like when you're drawing arms, draw them straight. Don't draw bumps on them because it makes them look bulky. And it's just subtle things that can make a woman, when you draw her, make her look weird. And I'm trying to unlearn all the habits that I picked up when I was a kid, or at least younger, that I'm still doing. Hey Dina, how you doing? Dina Israel is here. Dina says men come in many sizes too. I can never figure out how to draw those muscles. And she also says that she thinks women are easier. Yeah. Well, if you draw them a lot, anything you draw a lot is going to be easier. I mean, I'm just I just never drew them that much. So for me, they continue to be hard. Okay. All right. Dina says I have to rewatch the Wolf and Cub stream so I can watch how you did it. Okay. Eric Hawkins says, don't add too many lines to the face. Every line on a woman's face makes them look older. Yeah, that's true. You have to keep women's faces relatively line-free. Whereas men's faces, I mean, you can draw as many lines as you want, and you know, it'll still fly. Bethany says, are her breasts sitting too high up? Well, my idea is that her breasts are sort of resting on her folded arms, so they're sort of pushing them up. So that's my thought behind it. It's just a question of executing it. So. Dina says she is her own push-up bra. Bullet says rack 'em up, rack 'em up, rack 'em up, rack 'em, stack 'em. Scott Schmier says, no, Power Girl has massive push-up power. Go higher, go higher, go further, go faster. All right, let's see. Hey, buddy, thanks for showing up. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And hit the bell for notifications so the next time I live stream, you guys will know about it. Again, I'm drawing Power Girl for Junkyard Done, who recently won this art in my art giveaway a couple weeks ago. So. Eric Hawkins says, I think most men draw women's breasts a little high, me included, but I see what you're doing here with them being pushed up with the arms. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, if her arms weren't there, they would be, like, down in this area. I would draw them, like, because, you know, breasts, they hang. They don't float. Unless you're in water, then they possibly might float. Yes, Scott, they are. Hey, Mark Trafford, take care. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Scott Schmier says they were her hypnotic control devices. Yes, yes. When Power Girl shows up, all the better to control her foes and allies if she wants to. Does Power Girl date anyone? I've never. I don't know if I've ever seen her. She ever had a boyfriend in the comics? Like she ever dated like another member of like the Justice Society or something? I don't really follow that comic, but so. But I would think like every member in the Justice Society would be like trying to like go on dates with her. Martian Manhunter. Uh, did she date him? Maybe that was an answer to another question. Power Girl must have designed. She did date him. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I never really followed. I mean, I know of her, but I never really followed her in the comics that much. Uh, Dina says Martian Manhunter is a sweetheart Superman-y man. Okay. Scott Schmidt says I'll Google to make sure. Okay. It's not important. I was just curious. Let's see. Alright, I'll do it this way. She has a rope that goes around her chest, attached to her cape, and the brooch that holds her cape, and I was just trying to figure out exactly how to approach that. Draw it like that. I want to cover up her little chest window, her little ventilation system on her costume. Okay, yes, it does say Power Girl indeed nailed Manhunter. Okay. I just want to know she dated him. Alright. Apparently she has... Lucky guy. Yeah, well, he's a Martian, so I don't know. I don't know how they, you know, if you're a human, I'd say you were a lucky guy. I don't know about Martians, so I don't know how they think about that stuff. Oh, let's see. Skashmir says, "Am I the only one who knows Dr. Fate could crush the whole league?" Probably. I mean, a bunch of them could crush the whole league. I mean, Superman can crush the whole league. Batman can crush the whole league just from his previous, sort of emergency plans to take out the league in case they got brainwashed or something. I mean, they're all. I mean, the Flash could take out the whole league. They're all sort of monsters who simply don't do what they're capable of doing because they're good guys. So he took out Supes and Manhunter in one blow. Yeah. Well, Flash could do that too. Flash could vibrate, the brains out of Superman and Martian Manhunter at the same time, basically, by just moving so fast they didn't even notice it, but then just watch them drop. So, they can all do that. Superman can probably incinerate every Justice Leaguer from the moon, before they even knew what happened. Yeah, but they're cool characters. It's neat seeing what the comics sort of do with them. Two birds with one smash. Yes. DC Comics did an anime movie that talked about Batman having a plan if they went rogue. It was pretty good. Yeah, that was based on a comic book series from the Justice League from years ago. I think it was in the '90s, and basically, they changed it a little. Maybe they didn't. I mean, it's been a while since I saw the movie, but it was the same plot. Basically, it was Ra's al Ghul was behind it, and he wanted to take out the Justice League, so he broke into the Batcave, stole Batman's plans for contingency plans for what if the League goes bad, and used them against the League. So, right, yeah. Yeah, Batman had a weapon for every. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and it's very much like the comic book. I mean, that's why it was so well done, I think. I think the wife is home. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I had to say hello to my missus. She just got back from work, so. Uh, let's see. Bethany says, "Yeah, I've liked almost every animated movie DC has done. Harley Quinn and Batman was horrible. Yes, it was. That was terrible. I was shocked that was produced and directed by Bruce Timm, who did the animated series. I mean, it was so bad. I mean, I guess it was animated well enough, but it was so just off the mark that it was. I mean, it wasn't for kids, but the way they treated the characters was almost like a kid show, but it had like adult stuff in it. It was just weird, and then it had these dopey like musical numbers in the middle of it. It just made no sense. It was stupid. Um, Scott Schmidt says Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman after Adam West. Cool. Bethany says Batman in real life is hard to pull off. I don't know if it's hard to pull off. I think it's they just don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's hard to pull off because I think he's a pretty basic character. Um, Surprisingly, I think that what's his name did a fairly good job. Um, Ben Affleck. But I think that was primarily because of that awesome action sequence in Batman versus Superman in the warehouse. I mean, I think that gave his character, his version, a lot of cred. So, but hey, P Money, how you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. This is for well, Junkyard Done. This drawing is for Junkyard Done. So, Scott Schmidt says we do have real vigilantes roaming the streets. Yeah, I think they're kind of dumb. They're basically nerds looking to get shot. It's just a question of when. It's like don't dress up like superheroes and try to fight crime. It's a good way to get yourself killed or just hospitalized. You know, when I was a kid, it's like, I dreamed about being a superhero, but then I realized it's like, wait, superheroes get punched in the face a lot. I don't like that. So I decided I'll just draw superheroes. It's a lot safer, and they pay me money. Superheroes work for free, and they get punched in the face. They have no health insurance. I don't like that. I mean, so unless you're a multi-billionaire who inherited his wealth from his dead parents, you probably shouldn't become a superhero. Scott Schmier says some of them do kick butt, and cops let them. Others get the wrong end of the stick. Yeah, I mean, it just takes one. Yeah, you just have to come up against one guy who is not humored by your costume and who actually has a weapon. What are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna get shot. And like homemade armor is not gonna stop a bullet to the face. So it is best to just either join a police department or you know or do something else. I don't know. doesn't make much sense to me personally. Eric Hawkins said, I thought Ben was a good Batman and Bruce. Yeah, he was. I think he defined them both. I just think that it's just the writing. The writing and the directing, I think, is the key to a good Batman. I mean, I liked what's his face, George Clooney as Batman. I thought he would have made a great Batman if he had a writer and director that didn't portray Batman as a clown, as a goofy idiot. But he got stuck with Joel Schumacher. So that's how he came across. I mean, he to me he looked like Bruce Wayne. He looked like Batman wearing the suit. He had the voice. He had the physique more or less. You know, but you pair him up with a bad director, and you get really bad performances. Especially with bad writing and stuff. So I think the writer and director can make or break an actor and his portrayal in a movie. So I mean, I always think of Samuel L. Jackson in the Star Wars prequels and how boring he is in those. I'm thinking it's like Samuel L. Jackson is like not a boring actor. It's like you have to work hard to make him boring in a movie, and they did it in the Star Wars prequels. Even when they had him doing cool stuff, I was still like bored. And when I saw him in Captain Marvel, I was really bored. I was just like, this is Nick Fury, the butt kicker from the Avengers movies. This is the same guy because he doesn't act anything like him. He's walking around like petting kitty cats and acting stupid, you know. But that's how they wrote him, and that's how they directed him. It's like he's like a completely different character than he's been portrayed in any other Marvel movie. So it's just like bad writing and bad directing will kill even the best actors. So. Scott Schmier says Wall is really doing well with his art. Have any of you seen Val? Oh, Val. Oh, Val Kilmer. Okay. Oh, I didn't know he did art. Cool. I had no idea. That's great. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think he's acting anymore because I haven't seen him in anything in years. But I think he was sick for a while. I'm not sure with what. I just remember seeing pictures of him and he didn't look well. Oh, cool. Scott says that he got sick and used art to help him heal. Cool. Very good. Yeah, art is very relaxing to me. Anyway, even when you mess up like on the head, you can just start over fairly easily. Oh, wow. Google said he has throat cancer and really can't talk anymore. Man, that's a shame. I remember Jack Klugman had that as well. The guy who played Quincy, and he was also in The Odd Couple on TV. Bill Cipher says the big episode we all been waiting for: Super Goku versus Jiren, next week at 11 p.m. Okay. Oh, Dragon Ball Super. Sorry, I read that as Dragon Ball Super Goku. Dragon Ball Super. I never, I never really got into Dragon Ball Super. I think after Dragon Ball, I kind of just stopped watching. I know they had Dragon Ball Kai and then Dragon Ball something else. But I never really watched those. So I mean I know some of the characters from the movies, like the headed god, or I can't remember his name. And I saw the Broly movie recently, but in terms of the week to week episodes, I don't know. I don't know who Jiren is, so I missed all those all that the whole competition thing with the different universes and stuff. So I am out of it. Oops. Jim Carrey is also doing art, and it's insane good. Huge paintings. Jim is so far into the rabbit hole now that he ain't ever coming back. You mean Jim Carrey's gone kind of nuts in recent years. If that's what you mean, then I don't know. I mean, I hope he comes back. He used to be hilarious. I mean, I remember watching him on the Duck Factory back in the '80s, when he played like an animator at an animation studio in California. And then he moved on to in Living Color, and that's when he became like really famous. And then the movies and stuff. So I've been following him for a long time, but yeah, in recent years he's just gone really kind of just. I mean, I think there's something. I think he has. I don't want to say mental issues, but I think he has. I think he has mental issues. There's something going on in his head that is unusual. Oh, Scott Shamir says whacked right out of his skull. He ain't ever coming back. I hope he does, because I think he was a funny guy, but like a lot of comedians, he has he has a lot of he has a lot of personal issues that help with his comedy. But at the same time, they've eaten away at him personally. So I hope he comes back out of it. Bethany says if Pope were here, she'd have you changing her curls. Yes, she would. I'd ignore her because this isn't her drawing. So, but yeah, Power Girl always has sort of this helmet style. What would you call this? This is like a razor cut. So I like it. Looks good on her. So I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully they won't change her hair. Scott Schmier says I'm cheating. I've only drawn one hand. There's another hand here. It's behind her arm. Just can't see it. Bethany says he avoided her feet as well. Yes, I did. I wanted to do drawings for people, but full body drawings take a lot of time and effort. So, at least for me. So I need to make it easier for me. So only torso shots this time. Let's see. Bethany says in 96 minutes you've done an incredible job. Thank you. See, Scott Schmier. Oh, yeah. Yeah, try not to curse, Scott, in case there are any kids watching. Or my mom. I'll get yelled at. I know, I'm sorry, but Arnie does use colorful language. Arnie R. Schwarzenegger? Okay, I think this is basically it. How does this look? Does this look ample enough for Power Girl? Indeed, says Scott. Scott is pleased. Conehead the Barbarian. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Scott says, no, you're good. She's perfect, Jiminy. Thanks. Bethany says, hubby says it looks fantastic. Well, if the hubby says so, it must be true. Now draw Joe. Eagle 43 says looks cool. Scott Schmidt says now draw Joe Biden behind her. She would crush Joe Biden. K Blonde says bleh. That must mean it looks good. Bleh. Okay, I'll sign it. Okay. There we go. Power Girl. So, hope everyone liked it. Hope you enjoyed watching me draw and babble. Uh, but thanks everyone for hanging out with me and spend time and contributing to the conversation. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell for notifications. And K-Boss says bleh to the Joe Biden thing. It would ruin it. Yeah, I would not be drawing Joe Biden behind her. And I will hopefully do a live stream very soon. Maybe not tonight, but possibly tomorrow. So just stay tuned, and I will. Yeah, Joe Biden would definitely buy it and keep it. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, and hopefully you have a great Monday. Okay, take care.